Hello world. So now I'm going to go into depth in discussing how these previously mentioned patents and patent applications differ from each other so that you can see that there's like an obviousness in the difference of their like original design. And so the very first time that a thermal beverage related patent was made was in 1948 by Delbert Finney. And so he first described his patent as a handheld container that was adapted to withhold hot substances. So next, in 2000, we have the first sleeve construction for improved paperboard cup insulation. And so how his idea differed from James Arthur Rule's idea differed from Finney's is that his had a protective sleeve that had like hot melt glue dots that helped better insulate the heat or coldness of the beverage So following Rule's improvement, the next part is what Li Ming-Kai created a patent for an insulating sleeve. So it's not a protective sleeve, but an insulating sleeve in 2002. And so that's kind of what distinguished his sleeve, is that it was able to be used for both hot and cold beverages, could use paperboard and non-paperboard cups. So that's kind of how he differentiated his. Next, John Kachko et al. Filed a patent in 2005, but didn't get it approved until 2012. And his patent was for the method for manufacturing a thermal sleeve and combination cup and thermal sleeve. And so basically what differentiated his patent is that it goes more into depth in describing the said sleeve. So it says like it has like a top and a bottom opening, it has like an inner creeped paper lining, and it has an adhesive that holds the rings of the sleeve to the cup together. So that's how he differentiated his. And then in 2007 there were actually 3 different related patents in regards to thermal sleeves that were filed, and then they were patented in different times. And so in March of 2007, Kevin Prince patented this insulator sleeve for a beverage container. And so what distinguished his sleeve is that he was the first to mention that it was just very disposable in nature and meant to be repeatedly used. And he also talks about like the sleeves being made of like biodegradable material and being good for the environment, which is something that wasn't previously mentioned in any of the patents. And he goes into more depth in describing just like different types of cups and sleeves that could use of different types of material. So that's how he differentiated his idea. In December of 2007, Wendy and Donald LaGuardia filed a patent for a temperature indicating sleeve and related container. And so what made their idea different is that they were the first to have this idea of like a temperature indicator on the actual sleeve. And so they go into more depth describing just how the temperature indicator sleeve works and different designs that there are for it. So that's what made their idea different. And theirs wasn't filed actually until February 2012. And patented then. And then in August of 2007, Andrew Raymond Sprague et al. Filed the beverage cup sleeving system and method. And what made their patent different was that their sleeve was elastometric and manufactured with a special liquid crystal that was said to change with temperature change. And so this is kind of how he improved the previous ideas of patents with this liquid crystal. And his idea was published in 2008, and I actually think that the liquid crystal really helped differentiate his idea, so that it was patented in a quicker manner than like the previous LaGuardia's invention, which took like 5 years to patent. And then in 2009, there was a protective sleeve patent application, and unlike former designs of thermal sleeves, this protective sleeve had like an arch-like shape, and that's what made it basically different. That the shape was said to improve with the manufacturing capabilities, that it made everything more efficient and cheaper and more environmentally friendly, and that it like helped it be easier to like have flat so that you could ship it more easily and things like that. So that's kind of the big difference of that one. And the last patent application that I'm going to discuss was filed by Eugene Chen last year in 2014. And what makes his application different is that it has so it's the patent application for the hot and cold disposable cup sleeve, and it has like a special water absorbent lining. It has like a water repellent outer layer, and it goes into depth about talking the different coating of the coating, not like coating, but like the coating of the sleeve, and just what makes it, like what goes into it, and the different like a thorough description of that. So that's how he differentiated that. To me, a lot of these patents seem very similar, but I do see how the authors went about, or the inventors went about, trying to differentiate their ideas as much as possible so that they could become like individual patent ideas. Thank you for your time.